Hey everyone, it's Nurse Cindy and welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Today I have a treat for you guys. Very, very beautiful. I know, guys. Such a bright orange color. That's the thing with cooking. Make it your own. That's the message of today. You can live that lifestyle of eating healthy and living well. We'll do it together. Hey everyone, welcome back to Cindy's Culinary Corner. Today we are playing with quinoa again. I'm going to be making some nice quinoa flat cakes with a nice red pepper sauce to pair with it. So let's get into it. Alrighty guys, let's go over the ingredients that we're going to be using for today's recipe. I wanted to get a little creative and use quinoa in a different way, something that I haven't done before. So I came up with this idea to make these cakes. So we have cooked quinoa here. We have some cooked potatoes. I have the seasonings that we're using. We have sweet paprika, rosemary, because rosemary pairs very well with potatoes. We have some dill, have some lemon, salt and pepper, red pepper flakes, and the thyme. Now the red pepper flakes and the thyme, that's gonna go into our red pepper sauce that we're making. And we have granulated garlic that's going to go. So over here I have some plain Greek yogurt. That's going to be our binding agent. And just to get a little extra binding going on, I have some aquafaba. Now aquafaba, this is chickpea juice. So it's the liquid that the chickpea sits in the can. And I found out that it's a good binding agent. You can use this instead of eggs or instead of egg whites. So that's what we're going to be using today with our cake mixture. Now I'm just going to go ahead and put everything together. I have our potatoes. We're going to mash the potatoes, okay? And then I have the quinoa. I'm going to pour that in. And I'm going to go ahead and honestly, I can use my masher, but I want to get my hands dirty, but not that dirty. So we're going to use some gloves. Now, we're going to mash it as well as we can, mold them into these little cakes, and pan fry them. So let me go ahead and mash the potatoes. Just gonna squeeze and break them down. And as I'm doing that, I'm going to pour in the paprika, a little bit of the aquafaba, and the yogurt. So let's just break it down a little more. And so sweet paprika and our rosemary, put that in there. Go ahead and spread everything out. This is so good. Why am I not using the masher? I guess I like manual labor. Go ahead and use your fist. Put your shoulder to it. I've actually started working out way more consistently. So I'm kind of surprised my arms aren't numb right now or in pain, but I wouldn't want that to be the case. So we're going to continue mashing. Now the dill is going into our potatoes. Just give it a nice bright herb there. So dill is what we're choosing. And dill pairs very well with plain yogurt because if you think of tzatziki sauce, they use dill, lemon juice, salt, pepper to make that sauce. Look at that. Look at that. Beautiful. So I'm going to take some, not yet. Let's do everything that requires our hands to be dirty. So I'm going to take a little bit of the aquafaba, like literally a little bit. It's nice and thick. It looks like egg whites to me. So I poured that in there to help to bind everything. We got to make sure that our potatoes are broken down. They don't have to be completely mashed, but we try to break down the big chunks as much as possible. And I'm gonna go ahead and add some of our yogurt. I'm probably going to end up using all of this, but I'm going to eyeball. Let's see. Because the yogurt is going to be wet, right? And we want everything to mold. But we have to get it a little soft. Oh yeah, I can feel it. Yes. It's working, guys. This looks good. It smells good too. Yeah. Yogurt, plain Greek yogurt has a nice tart flavor. So with everything that we're mixing in together, it's going to work very well. So I'm excited. I am excited. Mash a little more. Alright. You guys don't have to mash with your fists. Go get yourself a masher. I actually have one. I just wanted to really put my hands to work. So, remember, everything is cooked. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try this really quick. That's good. Very fresh, but it is missing some acid. So I'm going to go ahead and squeeze some lemon juice in here. And I have a habit of not using a strainer, so go ahead and try to block any seeds from coming through. I'll put some lemon juice in there. All right, so we got our nice acid. Mix that in. Definitely is going to need some salt and pepper. But the nice herby, no, that's not even a word. The nice herby flavors there. It's really aromatic with the rosemary and the dill. So we need one clean hand. Then take some salt. And I'm going to take some pepper. And we're just going to mix everything in. Right. This is going to be very easy to mold. So I'm really happy about that. I was trying to make a dish that was as vegan as possible, but you can see that I did use the Greek yogurt. You can try this recipe with non-dairy Greek yogurt and see how that works out. But a little bit of animal products is all right. Just a little bit. So if you can see, these, once I get them together, they should hold very well. It does feel a little soft, but we'll see. I think it needs a little bit more salt, just a little, just a little bit, just a little bit. Mix that in. All right. I'm just going to roll everything together, and then we're just going to put it on the side and start making our sauce. Yep, there we have it. There we have it. All right. So I'm going to put this to the side and prepare for our sauce. All right, guys. So we have the quinoa cake mixture sitting in the fridge so it molds up well when we need it. And I'm going to make our tomato sauce, our red pepper sauce. So here, my pan is hot, y'all. It is hot. So let's go ahead and just take it off right quick. Amen, amen, amen. Hallelujah. Don't want to make a mess. All right, so we put some tomato sauce in there. Put my heat back on. So we have our tomato sauce, and I'm going to keep the heat on a low, medium. One, we don't want to make a mess for sure. All right, now, looks good. We're gonna put some lemon juice. Watch out for the seeds. All right, lemon juice. Here I have some thyme and some red pepper. Go ahead and throw that in there. Here we have some salt and some pepper. Sprinkle that in there. Put a little more of the pepper though. Pinch of salt. And my favorite ingredient, I don't know who else likes it, but it makes your food always turn out great. And that is garlic. Okay, so I'm gonna mix this up here. And then we're gonna put some garlic powder. A good amount of garlic powder. Gonna mix that up. And I do want it to be a little more loose than what it is right now, so I'm gonna put a little bit more tomato sauce in there. And we're gonna put a little bit of water. Yeah. Agua, agua. We can use this. We just had our potatoes in there. A little bit of water. Just to loosen up the texture a bit. There we go. There we go. Bring it up to a little boil. We just want everything to cook down. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna let it boil for a little bit on low. And then we're going to go ahead and cook the cakes. All right, guys, so I've already mixed our sauce together and I put it over to the side. I grabbed our quinoa cake mold from the fridge. Before I do that and get my gloves on, let's go ahead and warm up some oil. This is some avocado oil. Okay, so drizzle that in there. Turn our heat up a bit. I want to go ahead and coat the bottom of the pan. A little more oil. Just a little bit. We need the oil to get a nice golden color to our cakes. All right, so while that heats up, I'm gonna go ahead and turn these cake babies into little balls and then fry it up. That looks pretty hot, y'all. I can see the steam. One thing you don't want is burnt oil. So let's just put it on low for now. I'm gonna take a couple balls here. I'm gonna mold it and then flatten it. Okay. Another mold. And flatten it. We're just gonna continue to do that and start putting it on the heat. This is what it should look like. Nice, cute, flat cake. It smells so good. Smells so good. It reminds me of crab cakes, honestly. Color. I love crab cakes. I'm a crab. I love seafood. So, I'm gonna do that. I'm just gonna continue to do this, and as our pan gets hot, I'm gonna do one more, and then we're gonna start frying. So, grab the mold, put it into a ball to try to get a uniform consistency, flatten it a bit, and then we're gonna fry it. Or hand sear it. All right, that's enough. I want to save this gloves. I'm gonna turn the heat up. All right. You don't want it to be too hot because you don't want to burn it. So I have it on about medium right now. So I believe my pan is where I want it to be. I'm gonna let it warm up a little bit. We do need a spatula. Have a nice little fish spatula here. I can see the steam coming up, so I'm gonna lay that down. Gonna nicely place these here. Let them cook for about 3 minutes on each side until they're golden, and then we're gonna flip. All right, let's check the bottom of one of these bad boys. Just wanna do a quick little check, see how we're looking. Nice. It looks like it's stuck on the bottom. Not bad, actually. Not bad. You gotta make sure that the oil is under there or it's going to stick. And we don't want that. So what we're gonna do is let all of these cook, all 8 of them. I'm gonna come back with the finished cakes and the sauce and show you how I plated up. Guys, we are ready to get plated. Now, if you guys were here to smell the aroma that has filled this room, you wouldn't even be able to wait for me to plate. So understand the restraint that I'm having right now to plate this food for you all so you can see. But everything came out just the way I wanted it to. This is the tomato pepper sauce. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that on the bottom. Put that on the bottom. Can we get fancy and brush it? Yeah, it's just, yeah, that looks cute. We're just gonna put the cakes on top of that. So the cakes are nice and golden on each side, and it's nice and soft in the middle. So you can see that there. Pop this here. Pop another one next to it. I like this piece right here. I'm gonna place it there. And then I'll put some sauce on top to finish. Et that's it. That is it. That is it. Our quinoa cakes and our pepper sauce is finished. Our quinoa cakes and our pepper sauce are finished. I'm just gonna clean up the plate here and I'm going to devour it. Okay. I'm gonna save some for our cameraman because he's our taste tester. But you can see, this can be, honestly, this could be a nice little snack. This could be lunch because you have potato here, you have that starch, and then you have the carb of the quinoa, have the nice herbs in there, and you have it as a side. Now, if you're gonna do this for dinner as a side, I would say honestly have a little bit of protein, so a quarter, fist size of protein, and you have a complete meal. It could even be an appetizer if you are pressing, let's say, someone that you're dating. Just saying. So our quinoa cakes are done. Our pepper sauce is perfection. Remember, every day we are striving to eat healthy and live well, and with meals like this, you be on the right track. See you all next time.